Hey VC, how we doing? It's Bill with the Voniverse. This video, I'm doing a contest entry for MM's vinyl, Mason. Mason surpassed the 100 subscriber milestone and offered out this contest. So I'm here to support Mason's channel, MM's vinyl. As usual, if you're not familiar with MM's vinyl, the link is down below. Check him out because he's a young man and he's got a really mature taste for music. He knows a lot, has a really great collection. His favorite artist is Santana, and that actually is one of the bonus questions. So I thought I'd show Santana here early on. So yeah, Mason, great channel. Like I said, great taste in music. And I just wanted to come on here and support Mason and his channel. Last I checked, he was over 180 subs, so this contest has brought him a whole bunch more subscribers, which is awesome. Congratulations, Mason. Keep it up. Really like your videos and what you're showing, and happy to support your channel here. So this contest is going to have a series of 5 questions and 2 bonus questions. I already answered the one bonus. Mason asked what his favorite band was, and I'm pretty certain it's Santana. So the remainder of the questions here. So number 1, what is your favorite jazz fusion album? So tough to pick a favorite, so I grabbed a few here. One of my favorites is Billy Cobham Spectrum. So Billy Cobham, the fantastic drummer. Awesome stuff. The song Stratus on here is just mind-blowing. Really great fusion album here. It's another fusion band, Brand X. I'm a fan of their work. This is their album Moroccan Roll. Maybe not my favorite in their catalog, but it's a good album. And Brand X was kind of a side project of Phil Collins there. So great drumming on these early Brand X albums that Phil Collins was a part of. So this album was from 1977. So yeah, Brand X. Chick Corea, Return to Forever. This is a terrific album here. Chick Corea, electric piano, Joe Farrell, flute, soprano, saxophone, Flora Purim, vocal and percussion, Stanley Clark on bass, Aerto Moriera on drums and percussion. Terrific album here. This is one of my favorite fusion albums. Really terrific stuff here. Weather Report. This is their album Black Market. It's just a fantastic album. Love this one. This is my favorite Weather Report album. Of course, I also like Sweet Nighter, and Heavy Weather is really good as well. But yeah, Weather Report started up by the great saxophonist Wayne Shorter. But yeah, this has Alex Acuna on percussion there, Jaco Pastorius on bass, Joseph Zawinul on keyboards, and the great Chester Thompson on drums. So just a fantastic album here. And lastly, probably my favorite, and I consider this jazz fusion, although it's not typically it's not like the other fusion albums I showed, but more electric jazz fusion. It's Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. And Mason recently showed the Bitches Brew box set, which looked like a really great package. But yeah, fantastic album here, Miles Davis. Okay, next is what is your favorite blues rock album? So I'm not all that versed in blues rock. So blues rock, I do like a lot of English blues rock bands, Led Zeppelin, Cream, stuff like that. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, you know, early Fleetwood Mac. But blues, I have a few here of my collection that I really like. And first is Lightnin Slim, Rooster Blues. This is a great album. This is a recent reissue. B.B. King Live at the Regal, just a classic album here. Phenomenal stuff. This one, Buddy Guy, First Time I Met the Blues, 1958 to 1963 recordings. Thanks to Jeff Kempen, this was a VCLT that he sent me, and I just think this album's phenomenal. I love it. And probably my favorite is Hoodoo Man Blues by Junior Wells and Chicago Blues Band. Just a awesome album. This was another album I got as VCLT. So yeah, phenomenal stuff here. So I would say this is my favorite blues album. So number 3, one album in your collection that is underground or unknown. So Mason showed this album, and it's Lord of the Rings by Bo Hanson. So Mason, I have this as well as some other Bo Hanson releases in my collection. But yeah, this is a great album. Love this. But I'm gonna go with Anthony Phillips, the original guitarist with Genesis, who left the band after their second album, and his album Private Parts and Pieces. This is a great album. Anthony Phillips, his solo work, I guess, is more of a cult following. He never really had much global success with this. But a lot of his solo albums are terrific. And Private Parts and Pieces, this is a 1978 release, and it covers, it says here, a collection of guitar and piano solos, duets, and ensembles between 1972 and 1976. And this is a great album. I would classify it as kind of folk, folk classical prog rock. So it's, yeah, real beautiful album. After this, Private Parts and Pieces, he went on to make a bunch of solo albums, but he continued this Private Parts and Pieces series up until Private Parts and Pieces 11. So he did this one through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All the way up to 2012. Yeah, 2012, I think 11 came out. So, yeah, great stuff right here. Anthony Phillips, Private Parts and Pieces. Number 4, one album in your collection that always puts you in a good mood and makes you feel good. There's a lot of albums that have that effect, but one that jumps out is the Cars' debut album. This one always puts a smile on my face. You know all the songs, all the lyrics. Definitely a toe tapper. just a feel-good record for me. Love this one. And recently lost Rick Ocasek. So rest in peace, Rick. But yeah, love this one. So number 5, what is your favorite thing about collecting records? So I guess the thing I like most is actually the dig, and you get that little rush before you're going into a record store or a record show, not knowing what you're going to find. Kind of get your adrenaline going a little bit, get your heart pounded, and then you go in, start digging away. And for me, I always have a list of stuff that I'm looking for in my head. But more times than not, I'll come across something that I wasn't expecting, and that's what I end up picking up. So that's probably my favorite thing, is that feeling, that little bit of a rush when you're going digging and you don't know what you're gonna find. And then sometimes you strike out too. You don't find anything. So, but yeah. So next, so that was number 5. So the 2 bonus questions, I already answered one, which is what is Mason's favorite band? Santana, I believe. And then finally, what is a genre that you are getting more and more into currently? So I'd have to say krautrock. Something I'm really starting to look into a lot more, and getting familiar with a lot of the different bands. And I have a small krautrock collection. Here's just a few. So Helden, this is a fantastic album. Really, really great. Helden's a great band. I love the first track on here, called In the Wake of King Fripp. So Fripp is in reference to Robert Fripp from King Crimson, and that song definitely feels like a homage to early King Crimson. So Helden is one band. Here's Tangerine Dream's Electronic Meditation, their first album. Yeah, Tangerine Dream throughout their career had definitely leaned krautrock at times. And here is SFF, Scheik, Furs, and Fröhling, their Symphonic Pictures album. So this is a fantastic album here. Love this one. So yeah, I want to start collecting albums by bands like Can and Amandol and Neu, Brain Ticket and Klaus Schulze, and a bunch of others. So yeah, krautrock. That's my answer. So that's it. That's the answers to Mason's contest. So Mason, once again, congratulations to you. It's great to have you here in the VC. Congratulations again on your subscriber milestone. And thanks for having this contest. Really appreciate it. And everybody, once again, go check out Mason's MM's Vinyl channel. The link is down below. Yeah, give him a sub and check him out. He's got some really good videos, and it's pretty knowledgeable. So I guess that's going to do it for me. Once again, thanks, Mason. Best wishes to you and your channel. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Have a great weekend, and take care. Bye.